Hello, everyone, and welcome to a mindful moment. I'm Justin Epstein, author of the top selling book Super You and minister of the Unity Center of New York City. I want to talk with you today about over concern with results as we continue a look into the idea of relaxed concentration being vital to performance in whatever activity we're involved in. We've been looking at a book that I read at 12, maybe the first spiritual book I ever read, called The Inner Game of Golf. And the principles here apply to every area of our life. And that's what I want to talk about over concern results today. Because if we get, as he points out, if you get overly concerned about results, then you can experience anxiety and get distracted and your mind wanders and you don't get as good results. And what he points out is that there are not results is not the only thing to focus on in an activity to get the most out of the activity. And this may be challenging for some to hear because we're in a very results oriented culture. Golf, for instance, is a very results-oriented culture. People play golf, they want to shoot the lowest score possible, and there's a lot of frustration on the golf course. So in any activity, he points out that there's three areas that make up a sense of wholeness and to maximize the experience, and they all support each other. He talks about the Pell triangle, P-E-L triangle. Imagine a triangle and P-E-L on different legs of the triangle. And the P represents performance or your results. And the E represents enjoyment. And the L represents learning. In every experience, the way to maximize the experience is to have a goal in the different areas and three areas for every experience. Because if we totally focus on results, then we can experience burnout. The paradox is the results will get worse if all we're focused on are the results. What about enjoyment? He points out that it's human nature to enjoy, and he talks about self one and self two is all into enjoyment and learning. And if you find enjoyment in what you're doing, that impacts performance, doesn't it? People who are peak performers, not only do they enjoy the results of their performance, but they also enjoy the activity itself. They enjoy the process, usually. And then third is learning. To actually learn through our experience of what we're doing. And then through the learning affects the enjoyment because we naturally enjoy learning. Self too enjoys learning. Our spiritual self enjoys learning. And that impacts performance. So the thing to do is to ask ourselves, rather than just focusing on performance, what can I enjoy in this experience? What kind of enjoyment can I get out of it? For instance, in golf, I've learned to enjoy the being outside, being with the social, the people. I've enjoyed appreciating the challenge and the growth through the experience. And in whatever we do, we can look for enjoyment also, and that impacts performance. And then the other thing is learning. So what can you learn while you're in your job, or while you're raising kids, or while you're selling, or while you're playing golf, or while you're writing? What is the learning that you can experience? Most people think of learning as just like reading a book or taking a course, but we learn from our actual experience, and that's probably the greatest learning. because we then know what we're learning. So there's a balance. The PEL, the Pell triangle. Learning supports enjoyment, which supports performance. So this past Saturday, I actually, some of you know, I play on the amateur golf tour. And I do it because I like the challenge. I like the challenge of living these principles when your score is going to get posted, when you have other people who want to beat you. And it's so measurable too. And this past Saturday, I played in a tournament and I went out with the goal to really experience, enjoy the experience of being out there. Not to just shoot a good score. Yeah, I wanted to shoot a good score. Sure, I'd love to win, but that wasn't what my primary focus was on Saturday. I went out to always go out to not lose my peace. And I remind myself to be in peace, to enjoy what I'm doing, to not react to whatever happens, and to enjoy being outside, to enjoy the exercise, to enjoy the people in the group. And here's the deal. When I finished my round, one of the players said, "Congratulations, great round." And I said, what do you mean? Did I win something? And I actually won the tournament. I won my flight, in the B flight. I won my flight and actually had the 10th best score out of all the golfers and all the flights of the day. And that was not my goal. My goal was what I said. I was focusing on enjoyment and learning from the experience. And the result came as a added benefit. And I have to tell you, I enjoyed the experience more than I did the result. So something to think about today. How can you maximize your experiences by finding learning, enjoyment, as well as performance in whatever you do? Thanks for joining me today for a mindful moment, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. See you next time.
Thanks for joining me for a mindful moment. Every week, we upload new videos of mindful moments to inspire and empower you on your spiritual journey. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel so that you can experience more mindful moments as they go live. Also, click on the list above and you will see other videos of mindful moments so that you can watch and join me for a mindful moment on your own time, anytime.